I never said Jim Jones can't come to the West Coast.
Okay.
I never said Jim Jones wasn't a real blood. That's Cameron said that. See, if I would have said those things, my team that be in that park was already there. They're oblivious to an issue with Jim Jones because it's really not an issue. All I did is what I always do. P-Funk, he loved me like a brother. He gonna stand with me right or wrong. But if somebody send him a clip that he hears with my voice and they saying it's a federal wiretap, Little John's gonna send me the clip and say, P-Funk, what's happening with this? Shit, I answer everything else, right? So with Jim Jones, any other time I text him, it was a response. When he come into town, you know, certain people he needed, I hooked him up with. He did music with Coyote. When he was doing his quarantine radio, we can record from being in different locations. So when the clip come to me, I'm hearing the clip. I'm like, oh shit, wait, y'all, this was losing a federal trial? Yeah. I'm like, they didn't arrest him? No. So I'm hearing what's on the clip. So I sent it to him. What's happening with this clip? This is the same Wack, the same number that texts you and you call and we talk about this, that, merch, this, that, what's going on with this, that. You respond. But when I sent him that and what's happening with this clip, he went dark. If you send me something, Wack, what's up with this? And I go dark, either
you're guilty.
There's some weird shit going on. So I never said you can't go nowhere. Now, you didn't came out. It's a bunch of shit he tried to do out here that I'm not speaking on. He tried to get verses out of certain people that told him no. He know. I bet he won't put that on 9 Trey Gangster.
No.
Right? That said no. He tried to get certain people to show up with him. They said no because they like, we know what you trying to do. Now, if you'd have got out here and said, Wack, I'm out there on the West, nigga, and it's on with me and you would have pulled up and your motherfucker ass would have went back in the Delta flight. And what I don't like is, nigga, I ain't clicking on with you like that for you to do what you doing because it's people out here that genuinely love me. I don't care who you with. The same individuals you with, it's people that genuinely love them. And it's cats out here that once they see something's going on, right, no matter the situation, it's going to be a situation. So what this bozo, when it did, was, because I'm getting calls now from everybody. Wack, you didn't tell me it was on with Jim Jones, because it ain't. So when you did that, now you didn't activate all these people who I either got business with, genuine love for, they got genuine love for me on both sides, that now if your ass over here eating and they see you, they might respond. That ain't what I wanted it to be. I just really want you to answer to this audio.
But Jim, when he pulled up to that park, he didn't directly make it about you, right? He never said your name.
No, he waited till he got to New York and tagged and talking about where I can't go.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Listen, let me give you the makeup of the West Coast. It ain't no street nigga that can't go nowhere. We got niggas that went in the parks and got parked in the park. We got niggas that went in the park and parked some motherfuckers in the park. Right?
They was about to get parked and we seen that Deuce.
This is a fact. You see what I'm saying?
They driving in this motherfucker.
They coming there 10 o'clock and late at night. The homies is in there. When they hit me, they like whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I'm like, shit, okay, I ain't tripping. Right? You know, ain't no big deal with me. I've never said where you can't go. You was at the Ye's Grammy party. Rakita, nephew is security for Ye. I know you at the Grammy party. My daughter's personal security's in the Grammy party. He at Keyway from the other side. But I'm like, they like, you know, whoop. Right? I'm like, okay, cool. But my mind is not on where dude can't go. And I'm going to be real, like, Jim ain't like that. You a rapper, you a great rapper and all that. But nigga, you 49 years old. You ain't did a day in jail when you supposed to. But that's cool. You ain't ready and willing. You can't lay down. Your empire takes you to be here to float it like a lot of ours do. But you not like that. Even the cats is running around with you know that you not like that. They know that realistically, if you set that fire, you are not willing and ready to deal with what comes with that. One thing about this West, when you think it's with you, it'll turn against you, especially if you from out of town. Should no out of town trust no West Coast mother when you going against a motherfucking influence. Because it could be the dude with the dude who just got some gas money. This real talk. Me and Stutterbox, the world will tell you we at odds, right? Who called my phone the other day and said, Wack, can you fix this thing with Jay Hood, my son, in Loose Cannon? You didn't even know it. That was Stutterbox. Wack. I know we at odds, but your nephew, my son, is getting into it with Loose Cannon.
Right.
So you got to understand the politics out here get a little different.
Yeah.
Right? He know I can give a damn about him, but me and Lil Jon can get into it right now. We can get into it right now. Lil Jon could go to jail. We can have an all-out whatever. If your son call me and say, Unc, I'm in trouble, what I'm going to do? It's different. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these out-of-towners don't be understanding the politics. And Jim, what you doing is like, you kind of draw snitches, because if it was a problem like that, you should have just let it be known and we could have just dealt with it like that. Right? It ain't like we ain't got homies in Jersey. On both sides. Rich Rollins side, Damu side. We got real homies in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? But he not like that. So for you to be like trying to start that fire, but saying where niggas, you can't tell no nigga where they can't go on the West Coast. Because you're only there because you're being utilized. Let's keep it real. You're being utilized. You've been utilized day one. You've never not had to eventually do something for being able to get that pass.
You see the clip of Jim Jones getting mad at Cam Capone when he was interviewing him?
Yeah, I mean, that's extra out.
Yeah, but to be fair...
He wouldn't have did that to you, though. You see what Cam look like. Cam ain't that...
When I talked to Jim Jones
about... You know the
about...
spot up the way. Yeah. Cam ain't that type of dude.
Yeah, there was like a couple little moments in there where he sort of disrespected him. Like, he said something about, like, you know, he a nerd. You understand, you kind of look like a nerd, too. And I was like, whoa, that's a crazy thing to just slip in there. But then Cam Capone, not Cameron. He was like kind of asking him like these like really basic weird questions of like trying to get him to explain his whole career. So I kind of related to why Jim was getting annoyed by
right? Here it go. The same tapes we ran on the 100 side of Clubhouse that was exposed to us by 6ix9ine. We didn't know nothing about him. 50 Cent used the same tapes. Why you ain't say nothing to 50? He in New York. Why you ain't telling 50 where he can't pull up? He in New York. You waited till you got back to New York, post some shit, tag a nigga, right? But that's cool. You activated everybody. All my Crip comrades, my Damu comrades, my Hoover comrades is what it is. So now that's what that is. So now when you think you hiding out at the hotel over there and the little homeboy that work at the airport and the homegirl that's working at the front desk to give you your keys, now you got to keep your head on the swivel. You know what I'm saying? Or the essay nephew who working in the back of Roscoe's as the cook, reach out there and say, you stupid. One thing about this whole West, everything is intertwined. Everything, whether you know it or not. That's a technique Suge taught us. You know what I'm saying? From the airport to the black car to the valet to the front desk to the restaurant. Everybody know everybody.
Make sure everyone is compromised.
Yeah, so